Right, chaps, how are we doing? This fine, fantastic Monday. Who we got? Kay, Randy, Moogle, Metin. I don't know, Metin. Hey, Metin. How are we all doing? I'm just setting up because we're doing our cause, and I don't think we get no. So we're doing our cause. Galaxy, how you doing, man? We'll jump on yours soon. Let's do this. Dush. I went crazy on void eggs because my star spawns aren't the best, if we're being perfectly honest with ourselves. So we're having to go a bit nuts. How are we all doing? And we need to set this up so that we have. This is going to sound weird. Trust me. So that we. No, it's got to be Rogan. It's got to be Rogan. Rogan and Tusalago. Because we're doing tenants up for our Olivia for Star Expedition starting off tomorrow. Caradel, hey dear dude. Oh, that's okay, Randy. You don't have to hit everyone. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, because we need to get Olivia set up T5'd. I cleaned everything up. Yes, guys. No way. I sent off my well, happy. I've had that advert to do, right? And I've been stressing about it. So it's a promotion for Warfare Legacy Collection. And I didn't know how to do it. I was really struggling. And then Rob, who's from the agency, was like, how's the video coming along? And I was like, I thought I'd like another week to do it. And he said, yeah, but normally like they do it really quick. I was like, shit. Okay, so I'd done it, sent it off. I was happy with it, but I wasn't sure. And he's just sent me a message, and he's forwarded on the email they've had from the CEO of Armour Games. Those that are old will know what that means. No notes whatsoever, just the video is wonderful. When it goes live, can you send me the URL? So I've got no notes to do, don't have to change it or anything. That's fantastic. Yes. I'm well happy now. Yeah, I'm so. Do you know? I was so worried. Like, I sent it off yesterday to him, and I was worried that he was going to come back and be like, "They hate it. You have to redo it," or even like you have to switch a little bit round, which isn't easy to do. But the fact that they're well happy with it, I'm well happy with it. It's fantastic. You fuckers just all have to watch it now. That's amazing. Yes, excellent. Okay, right. Should we do cause first? Let me make sure. Let me make sure that it's definitely Tusalago. Rogan here, Sherlock here, 2C here. Yeah, cool. We can do that. Cause first. Yep, we're doing cause first. Sandy, how you doing? Yeah, Sandy, do you know what? I think it's really difficult, right? It'll be interesting to see what kind of numbers we get, because I don't normally obviously stream on a Monday. And I haven't really promoted it because I didn't want to promote it and then not do it. I'd have felt that would have been bad. Oh, hold on. So we just got one core. So someone has to remember this. Oh, no, I've already used all of them. Okay, so we've got one core. So if we do 240 cores, we should get bang on 19 spheres. Kame, how you doing, dude? So that is correct, isn't it? That's not correct. Oh my god. It is correct. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. So 240 divided by 15, 16 cores, right? 16 cores we should get. And it'd be really nice to get all the copies of Rogan that we need. Tussilago, I'm not expecting to get enough, but we'll have to see. Those that have been here before for Cause know that we get terrible luck. But it's fine. Sorry. Oh, actually, going back to the original point, Sandy Sandy, I don't normally stream on Mondays. If I do something, I like it to be structured, right? So Monday, I think, makes the most sense for me to do a second stream. I think the issue I had before was that when I was doing loads of streams, it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think it was 3 nights in a row. And so it was just silly, right? You guys don't want to watch me 3 nights in a row, if ever. So I've decided that Monday might make sense. God, Paul. Oh, and look at all the light and hit dark heroes as well. That is wild. That's stupid. That is stupid. Screenshotting that. I don't think I've had 3 cores before, but not then mixed in with 5 light and dark heroes as well. That's crazy. I will take that all day long. So yeah, maybe Friday we get loads of Rogans as well. I think have we got enough Rogans? Like, because I don't want to overcook it. Where is he? We've already got 5 Rogans as well. Jesus. So I presume we can't do Maria yet. We can't do Maria yet. There's no one else that we really want. Is there? Sherlock. No, that's a lie. I need 1 more copy of Sherlock. So we'll do that. Yeah. Oh, nice, Kane. SP for the Basilisk. I've never really got involved in Soul Power. I know a lot more about... And we got the Sherlock on the first pull. Okay, right. I don't know who else we want. We might as well get someone because we're doing some Awakens. Who would we want to awaken? I honestly have no idea. We've got a couple of Maria copies. We could do Olivia's and Heart Watchers. I've got loads of Heart Watchers. Let's do Olivia's. And that'll be fine. Madeline. Yeah, Madeline's a good shout to be fair. But I'm gonna do Olivia because the thing is, right, unless you get a really good B+ or above Madeline, 2 Olivias in a row, it's not worth loads and loads and loads. Whereas Olivia, even if it's a good B copy, you can still get something for it or use it again. I think we're smashing this. I think we're... mate. What is going on? It's the hero copies as well. So we got 5 Rogans, a Sherlock, 3 Olivias in 150 pulls. That's basically 1 every 10 pull. It's crazy. I never get good luck. And then you get the stinker. I had 1 10 pull once on stream, and it was 10 non-native 5 stars, no light and dark. To be fair, it's not far off of this, except there wasn't a Mickey, a Kamath, or a Gusta. They were all rubbish ones as well, and it was so bad. That's also not great. Lolly, how you doing, man? I'm not normally. If any of you, to be fair, right? If any of you watched my free-to-play video yesterday, I got insane luck on the summons on my free-to-play account. Like, insane luck. It's now going stinky. It's okay. We were doing so well. We're getting loads of light and dark. 2 cores. Right, let's do 1 at a time. Let's do 1 at a time. We're well above 20. We have to be. There you go. How you doing, my man? Lolly, by the way, are you Lolly 1 or Lolly 2? I know we always ask you when you pop up. If you don't know if you're Lolly 1 or 2, it means you're Lolly 2. Not an issue, but just... because we've been worried about Lolly 1. We haven't heard from him in a while. Another Olivia. Lolly 2 as always. Sorry, man. I don't mean it in a horrible way. Just double checking. I don't love either one of you more than the other. I'm just checking. Okay, got final one. Final one. Vago. It is normally only Fridays. Ignatia. We're trying it out. We're trying it out. I will do this for 2 or 3 weeks. What I would like to do. I'm trying to think how to say this without coming across as. So, it takes a surprising amount of times to make videos, right? A surprising amount of time. Which doesn't bother me. But long term, it's not feasible to just spend my life making Idle Heroes videos. Streaming, I enjoy. And you start and you finish and it's done. So if I can get it to a point where I can stream 2 days a week and both the streams go well, do my event preview video, do an account playthrough video, which doesn't take any time, right? And then maybe do like a talking guide, then that's good. And that just limits the time it takes out of my week. I've done this now for 8 or 9 months. And to be fair, I don't do, obviously, I've said this so many times, don't do it for any monetary value, right? Or we wouldn't have picked Idle Heroes to do it. But I looked the other day at the, and in fact, it was 2 things. One, it was the promotion and how much they were offering to do the promotion. And I looked at it and I thought, that is 3 times what I earn in a month from doing from AdSense. I was like, that's crazy. Would I, and recently my streams have been doing well and I've been getting good subs from it, etc. So originally my streams were doing okay and I wasn't getting new subscribers. So for me, it was like, streaming's a bit, even though I enjoy it, yeah, I don't know. Whereas now it's flipped and actually streaming is doing better for me. So it makes sense to do it 2 nights a week. And then pour my time into other things. So yeah. I know, Vago, I know. But I said originally before you just got here that we used to stream quite a bit. And it was right at the start. And to be fair, it was probably a bit silly to do what I was doing because I was doing like 3 nights in a row. And as I said, you guys don't want to watch me do it 3 nights in a row. Like that's not feasible. I need to break it up. And the break between Friday and Monday actually kind of makes sense. A couple of days in between, I can work with that. Hey, Soul. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. We're going to do these tickets in Strange Monster. Strange Monster is one of the better PvP series, if not the best PvP series. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, well, no, listen, if I get... Oh, yes. Orange Treasure. If I get... So at the moment, I've been averaging like 40 people on Fridays. And it peaks out at like 50, 55. If I get that on a midweek stream as well, well, I'll do a midweek stream. If, like what was happening before, I can't remember which day was... Oh, another orange one. I can't remember which day was doing the best for me. I have a feeling it would have been Friday because the event, right? But I would do 3 nights and one night would do really well and the other 2 would do terribly. And so it was like, why am I doing it? Because it's also quite hard mentally to play this game 3 nights in a row for like 4 hours at a time. Like, it's not easy. So yeah, just have to see. Juan. If I didn't spend my Treasure Easter coupons yet, I lost them or have a chance to exchange them. So, Juan, what happens? They will appear here and you can replace and exchange them. For some reason, and they do this every now and then, don't worry, I had the same panic as you're probably having. Oh, we got 17. We only got 1 core extra than we should have. I feel like we've done a lot better than that. They haven't offered a replacement yet. You will be able to replace them. They will be in your bag here. You can replace them for normal treasure tickets. They just haven't opened it up yet for some reason, which is frustrating because it's just unnecessary. I think especially, do you know why I'd be annoyed? It hasn't affected me. Yes. If I wanted to do this treasure series and I was planning on using the Easter tickets for it and you can't use them, I'd be really annoyed. But Another orange. It hasn't affected me. That's not the good orange though, right? The good orange is the little crocodile. So we'll have a look, bro. We'll have a look. I should be able to. Oh, retro gaming. I'm only doing a 2-hour stream tonight. I'm keeping it tight. I want to see if I enjoy doing it. I want to see if it works. Originally, tonight was gonna be testing Maria out. I couldn't find one that wasn't silly overpriced. So we're not doing that. And Ben has one, and very gratefully I could use Ben's account. But it's a B plus Maria, and it's core or chaos. So like it's being put in a team where the teammates are better than her. So it's hard for me to, yeah. So yeah, we're not going to do that tonight. Yeah, the shark, it's the crocodile's the good one, right? The crocodile's the all damage dealt in PvP. I don't know what the shark is. We'll check them all out. Another 50. Yeah, that is the third one. I don't know if that's the good or bad one. We've done, this will be 200. We'll do another 50. We'll do another 50. Let's do another 50. We can handle 50. Maybe it is damage, Randy. This guy here, he's all damage dealt. I know that. I've picked him from treasure chests before. But yeah, we'll check, because this guy's speed, I think. That pink treasure. And then I can't remember. It's not like I've done a video on it. But the series is quite solid. It's unfortunate there's no really good PvP series. I think this is the only one. I don't even know where that's from. Vess's Ice Cream Cone. I think this is the only PvP one. Oh, Betty's Chair. That gives you it, like the series boost is in all PvP game modes. Most of them are like split, and it will be like, here's Force Wars and one interdimensional arena, and it's like, but it's not Trial of the Champion. And bear in mind, guys, every time we get a pink or an orange, we stand just as much chance as it being a full treasure as we do whatever we end up getting. So that's gutting that we've got 4 pulls and not a full treasure from them. That's crazy. But then I did at one point. That's terrible in hindsight, right? Not a full. Oh, we've got a green. Ren, I done 200 10 at a time. All right. We're gonna do the final 20 or final 40 or whatever it was together. So you leave me alone. It builds suspense. Oh, mate, we've got so many individual shards of that guy. So many. Right, final 10 pull. Will, how you doing, dude? Yes, and that's the good orange one. That's the all damage dealt. Came. My basilisk was 37 million. Oh, I don't know 711. It was 37 million when we cleared chapter 7. What it was for 711, I'm not sure. In truth, right, I don't think there would have been a significant difference. Once you can clear the first Valk wave, generally speaking, it's not a huge uplift to get to the next one. Where's Paco? I didn't see Paco. Oh, hey, Paco. Sorry, dude. Paco, you sent 3 messages and I didn't see you. Oh, and Zentros, you sent a good message. What did you say? Do you think they'll start giving us good treasures more often? Lately, they've been somewhat listening to us, so we got a shot. Well, Zentros, I don't know what you mean by they've been listening. I haven't noticed them been listening. In terms of treasures, I do find it weird that the older festival treasures certainly were much better. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Will, whilst you're here. Vago, what are you doing? Will, should I activate Maria's treasures or not? Do we think it's going to fix? I don't dodge looking at your message. I don't dodge it. Hey, Robert, how you doing, man? Because I feel like I don't want to click through these individually. So I feel like I should just activate them and assume that DH will fix Maria's issues. And if the only issue is CC extension, I'm not too bothered. Well, shit. No, Will, you need to answer my question. Brian, how you doing, man? "23 days left. Lucky. How are you, bud? Should I activate these? Bear in mind there's Maria's treasures in there as well. Or not? I feel like I should just do it, because if it's only the CC extension, I'm not too fast. They will eventually fix it, we presume. I didn't know that, Ren. I don't know what her treasures look like. That's one of them. Star Expedition starting tomorrow. I presume that's one of them. Oh, is that the one? So I've done the ones I needed to. I don't know what else is her treasures. The first one. Oh, cool. Okay. That's fine. That's one of her treasures as well. That's one of her treasures as well. That's just them, innit? Yeah, so we'll leave them. Listen, we'll just leave them. We'll just leave them. Oh, mate, Vago, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I got so lucky on that account. Like insanely lucky with the pulls. So yeah, I can't complain. If anything though, I did say during the video, it's a terrible example to set because we shouldn't have been doing it for that reason, right? You don't do heroic summons for the heroes that you get from it. You get it for the rewards. And so every single time I do a first summoning event on an account, I get insanely lucky. And it annoys me because it basically shows the wrong thing, right? It's showing you that's the right thing to do is to waste scrolls, and it's not. But yeah, listen, I can't complain about getting good luck. So, strange monster damage dealt. What was this one? Controlling immunity. Okay, it's not terrible. This is just attack. Oh, reduces dots. 7.5%. Dodge offset. Speed. Do you know what? We didn't do fantastically well there, did we? We didn't do fantastically well. Nice, Vago. Yeah, but it's interesting, Vago. You say that, right? And that's great. But I'll quickly show you. Oh my goodness. I'll show you why I don't like Eloise. I'll show you very quickly. And then we'll go back to the regular scheduling. And admittedly, this is obviously dependent when you start an account and stuff like that. But if we look at my account, so this is week 3. We haven't rushed it, right? We haven't rushed it. We've got the selection chests that we need. But like, look at Stella and Cot. Bear in mind when we get Holmes Young to E5, with the cores that we've got and the transcending spheres that we get, we'll have 5 million. And the thing holding us back will be food. But we get a shed ton of food in the newbie growth plan. Within 2 weeks, we'll have a V4 Wukong. And so therefore, if I'd have gone down the Eloise route, she's useless to me. And so I've gone Holmes Young because he's still useful. That's a personal thing. And I think that is what people should do. But that, yeah, subjective. It's not a hill I'll die on, like other things. But it's certainly one that if someone said to me, who should I build? It would be Holmes Young. Your cat by Stella and Cot. Ren, because I presume it's interesting, right? This account's kind of in between. Destiny Materials is obviously a struggle always. But mine's probably, because yours is a lot further on than mine, mine's cores and subs. It's not so much Stella and Cot, and it's not so much anything else. Do you know what I did? Oh, mate, I'm so embarrassed. I miscalculated horrendously, right? And I was trying to figure it out so that I could end up opening up 3 eggs a day. And I needed to upgrade some more star spawns because my star spawns like seriously lacking. It's in my head. I don't know why I done it in my head and didn't write it down. I calculated wrong. And so I've ended up with, oh my goodness, so much rubbish. Where are the chests? I've ended up with 16 Bravo Starspawn chests because I added up the orange and the red bits wrong. I don't need this many chests, but it does mean on the plus side, I'm never going to have to buy them again. So I could have had more Stellar and Cot. But ayo, it doesn't really matter. Vago, because I don't have a 10-star hero, my man. I didn't have a 10-star hero. So I couldn't make Holmes Young E3. I could have, but when you rush through building food, you make silly decisions. So I'd rather keep multiple copies back in the bag in each faction, knowing that throughout the next week I'll get more food in and I can go up that way. There's never a point in rushing. Making Holmes Young E3 would have got me a bit further in Aspen Dungeon, maybe a few levels in Tower of Oblivion, but then I'm in a worse spot next week, for instance. So I like to take it slow and steady within reason. But yeah. Yeah, I know. Ren, do you know what's interesting? I have got infusion stones. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. My account's in a very weird spot, right? We've got all of these. We've got... Did I open them all up? I did open them all up. I opened up all the other ones. So we've got the enable infusion shards. We've already got 2 heroes fully enabled. I haven't bothered with the purple ones. I'm gonna set up Aspen. So Aspen's gonna be the guy for Star Expedition. But I just haven't got involved enough with that side of the game. So yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know. I've got to think. No, Paco, because I haven't fully... That's terrible advice. I'm not going to open them up just because I haven't upgraded all my star spawns. They're terrible. It's not as bad as K. No offense, K. But it's really bad. I've neglected these horrendously. So I've decided to spend loads of gems and loads of picks just to try and get myself in a better position, like pushing forwards. Yeah. I've got Aspens fully stoned up. So they're all red stoned. They're just not purple stoned. So I've got, because my Grim, I'm quite close to doing this. So I need to get a 3rd hero fully stoned up, and I haven't got one on any of the other heroes. So what are we at now? So we've got 5, 8. So we're another 7 away. Thanks, Pack. Yeah, Galaxy, don't forget about Star Spawns. Yeah, but Ren, I suppose it's nice that you're here. I'm happy you're here. I was happy you were here last week. I've got 3 main damage dealers for the different game modes because I've done it deliberately, but I do kind of regret it. The thing is, this Basilisk is worth nothing now. So there's no point me selling it, right? I want to get an A- Maria, but the prices are stupid or they're not rolled. So it just feels a bit silly. I'm not going to overpay the amount I need to overpay. Yes, look at this, an A+ tier going for 17k. I mean, mine's not a bad A tier, to be fair. It's not a bad one. Because, like, I don't care getting rid of Williams. But, like, I don't want to spend 13k on an A- copy. Spend 100 hammers, not get God Killer Defier. Oh, you've got a Maria. Nice. Yeah, so I don't mind. Rents, there was one, and do you know what? I have a feeling it's on display, right? So this is the same one that was up yesterday. 65 speed. This one here. Giant Killer Defier. I could have bought this yet, and I don't know why he's done this. So he had it up yesterday. I could have quick bought it for 19k. 18,888 or whatever it was. It was something stupid. So it didn't sell yesterday. So he's decided to put it up for quick buy 24k. I'm going to bid on this, I think. I might also bid on... No, see, it's not got... I don't want to get a non-rolled one. I've only got 100 hammers. So, for me, I kind of feel like... I don't spend hammers on anything Vago. If that's what you're asking. No, Paco. I'm not saying I want to sell Basilisk. I'm saying he's not worth selling. I want Basilisk. Because I love Basilisk. But I want a Maria. But then to be fair, I spoke to our big German friend and I've ended up getting some SG. So I can afford a Maria. But I don't want to waste. Chile. Hace, how you doing, man? Well, listen, I've done a video on it. All the way from Chile. I've done a video on it, so your best things to look there. You want to do the whale first, for sure. And holy damage, and maim. And you also want the control immunity offset one. But I break it down in the video, so check out the video because I've got it all listed there. But certainly Transcendence Whale first. I prefer doing the control immunity offset one because I think you should try and do Void Vortex as early as you can on your account. And that's going to help you. In fact, you could argue that really this should be the first one you do because you're going to do Void Vortex when you've just got a Betty, and so you don't need this. You could do that and then build the whale up, but it's up to you. Phantom Sea Splendors. Those things I was asking. You're speaking in riddles, Vago. Oh, you shouldn't really. So what you should do, I'm going to call you Arima. Arima, you should pick the Bravo Starspawn chests once every 3 months because you get 75 eggs, plus then the eggs that you're going to be getting from here. That will enable you to do 1 egg a day for like 3 months. Once you start getting Glorious Starspawns, you can then start doing more hatchings here. So you'd want to start ramping it up. So once you can do 1 here as well, you'd want to start getting a Bravo Starspawn chest every 6 weeks. And once you can do 3, get it every month. But yeah, because Starspawns, everyone, including me, kind of ignores, and we shouldn't be doing that. They're so important. The currency where you can buy artifacts is called Phantom Sea Splendors. Oh, dude, right. Sorry. Are you talking about these things? Is that what they're called? I did 343 because that's what I was told to do. I don't know. Zac Efron. Unfortunately not, my friend. Not if it's iOS. You have 20, Vago. Well, then you can't... I don't know. I honestly don't... Listen, you're going to have to do 111, I suppose. Or no, it's probably best to do 3, I'd have thought. If you do 3 of the crabs, for instance, then at least you'll get a boost on the crabs. Right. Should we jump... Who's first? Who was here? Kane was here. Oh, to be fair, and Galaxy was here, so they're both... It's not... Okay, hold on. Galaxy was the chap, wasn't he? Trushka, but Trushka's going to get on a bit later. Galaxy, can you send me through your account info, man? Unless you already have and I'm just missing it. Because then we can jump on. Did you already send it through? Or if you've sent it through, can you resend it through? Because I can't find it. Shakiri, how are you, man? Doing good? Vago, I'm not sure what you mean, bud. What's Randy doing? Oiling up. Love it. Yeah, Vago, listen, yeah, I am in the Discord, but I'm obviously restraining. You can certainly ask in there, and someone maybe can help you with it. I'm not... Galaxy, I'm going to jump onto yours now, dude. So we're going to jump onto Galaxy's account. Oh, I've done it wrong. Oh, man's got a confusing password. Oh no, I've just actually read it properly. It's not confusing. Sorry, I just completely lied about your password feasibility. Yeah, I know it's not. I read the first letter. I was like, for God's sake. And I was like, okay, no, it's not confusing. Right, here we are. No, Azul. Oh, Vago. Sorry, dude. How many do you have? You've got 20 Right, sorry. It depends on your account, Vago. But, like, theoretically, you'd want to be going, oh, you're on the second round. You absolute whale, Galaxy. Like what Galaxy's done. Stellar or Cot. I don't know what level you are. And then this would be one of the sublimations. Don't go for cores yet. You don't need a core. And then you'll get Stellar or Cot. I mean, you want to try and hit 5 and 5. 5 million of Stellar, 5 million of Cot, because you're early on in your account, aren't you, Vago? So whatever you need. And then one of the sublimations. That's what we'd do. Galaxy. Let me talk to you. What were you were saying how far you need to get. That's it. Right. Memory done. This is Galaxy's account. We have DTV, Holmes Young, Natalie, Elena, Melissa, Queen, Madeline, Wukonginator. I'm getting better with the skins. 2 Star Souls. Check it, 2. And he is at 818. So he's stuck where quite a few people get stuck, including Ben and Jordan. No, you're at 810. You've improved. You were stuck at 818. You've done better. Well done. So am I going crazy? Nice. Because the issue with Galaxy's account is there's no A tier. So it is such a significant difference, right? The fact that he's got to 8-1-10 is very, very impressive, even with the high VIP. Without an A tier, because chapter 8 without an A tier, I'm pretty sure is almost impossible. Yeah. Because you do need to get it. You need to get it. Oh yeah, you're poor. You're a poor man. Right. No. Don't know why I'm doing that. What's DTV going for? Because you don't need to go silly with him. Don't need to go silly. Yeah. Oh, there's not loads and loads. 12 to 13,000? I presume. Oh, they're quite. That's a good one. It's only Giant Killer. Giant Killer Defier. A bit quick, not very tanky, which isn't, I don't think, the best for him. What about A? I don't think the price. Oh, it does jump. That's a high jump up. I'm surprised that jump up's so big. Oh, it's not. It's just there's not many on market. Yeah, DTV. I was looking into this the other day. I think he's an A purchase rather than A minus purchase all day long. There was a couple of thousand difference, but for some reason there's none of the market. You don't need to spend 20-25. Like I look at it and think it's overkill, right? If you look at his prices here, his A copies are going for 16-17k. And virtually every A copy you're going to have on the market is going to be God Killer Defier. So as long as Giant Killer. So as long as you get a Giant Killer Defier as an A copy for 17,000-18,000, I think you're well happy, and that will see you right through. Like, it's such a big jump, and that's in every game mode. Giant Killer Defier is just nuts. 44. That's a massive difference, isn't it? 40. Oh, Star Soul. I was just thinking, why is this such a big difference? Star Souls. Yeah, but just wait. Just there's no need to rush, right? I am horrendous at rushing and picking up copies that I have no business buying because I want them now. If you get the SG on your account and you sit there and you wait, you'll get them. You'll pick up good copies, 100%, because that's how it works. But just take it slow and steady. As I said, 6.5k and above attacks, what I like to go for, whether it's A or A minus. But always try and get the A minus, because there normally isn't a big difference. As I said, there is now, because there's only 2 copies there, but you'll be absolutely fine. Let's check out your Star Souls. Dark Lance, West Ham! Yeah, baby. Yeah, lacking. Your Star Souls. Lacking. Yeah, I do keep saying God Killer. Leave me alone. I think God Killer sounds much more appropriate than Giant Killer. Lance, how are you, by the way? Samurai, how you doing, bro? Arctis, did I say hello to you earlier? I can't remember. Yeah, so Galaxy, you need to sort this out. Star Spawns. It's not looking good, Brev. And I know what... Oh, you haven't got a lot of... Holy... What have you not been doing? You haven't even got the upgrade material. You don't do Void Arc either, right? I know it. Azul, no, I haven't tried the Spree artifact. I can't read it. I can't understand it, so I'm not going to use it. I think it actually looks like it could be really useful, but I don't... And I've seen no one use it. Like, literally no one use it. And to make it useful, I have to pick 2. I have to make it deified, and I'm just not interested in wasting 2 origin artifacts. Selection is... hey, Dusk, how you doing? Selection's a bit of an interesting word for K's, star spawns. But no, so you need to sort them out. Let's check your Aspen. I always like checking stuff like Aspen. 277, so you hit your record. Yeah, see... Giant Killer Defy would help you in Aspen, because I'm surprised you're low in Aspen. Bear in mind you have a Nirvana, spectred up Vulcan, but obviously you're not hitting very hard off rip. So that's another area. It doesn't really bother people, but 36, 30, yeah. Out of interest, where are you? Hollow Fire 5. Let's check your bosses out. So we haven't... 5, 4, 3. So you cleared the first 3 bosses. Nice. Finn, how you doing, dude? Finn, I was talking about you the other day. We're gonna check out. Where's... Look, if we go to... Finn. I noticed it. So your Finn is... That is you, Finn, isn't it? Yeah, you are the first person to complete Forbidden Lava Zone Trial 2. But you weren't the first one to complete level 1. Slams Pro, I see him around. Who else do we recognise? Anyone else? No one else that we recognise. That's not our Will. Surely he doesn't do it. Actually, Will definitely does Fantasy Arcade. He definitely does. I'm not recognising... Oh, Mwappy. I recognise that name. No one else. 82 stars. That is you, Will. I thought it would be you. I don't know. You strike me as a Fantasy Arcade type of guy. Yeah, Galaxy, I don't blame you. I mean, I'm on 380 odd stars on my free-to-play account. Oh, I hate it. Right, let's check out some bits. I'll collect that. Oh, hold on. Let's just acknowledge the fact it's a nice setup. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why is this statue here and that one there? There's 2 gap there. There's 1 gap there. Nah, it needs a lot of work. At least there is a path. There is a path. It can be redeemed. It can be redeemed. It's better than some I've seen, for sure, for sure. Natalie, you bought the Viking skins. What have you been buying the Viking skins for? I'm only joking. It doesn't matter. Your island's the best, Dusk. Oh, Dusk. We need to go on Friday, Dusk. We'll go... Was it you that asked? And we'll go on your account. That would be cool. That should be Connor. Thank you. That should be the main task. Let's check out artifacts. Let's check them out. See what we're doing. Have you got enough demon bells, sir? I don't think 6 splendid demon bells is enough. Lingering Melody, Jagged Rui, Breath of Forest Splendid, and a Mirror. It's actually fine. You don't need any more energy feed. I would suggest that we start looking, depending on what you want to do, definitely at WoWs, like Will of Winters. You need them. That would be your next go-to. Yeah. No, mirror's fine. I like having mirrors. There's nothing wrong with having mirrors. But Galaxy, you're a demon bell fiend. You have 6 heroes on the field at once, my man. They ain't all rocking demon bells. So don't get 6. I appreciate that there's other game modes where you need multiple teams, but get yourself some Will of Winters. If you want to start doing Star Expedition, a really nice way of doing it is get the Scissors of Conviction, because they don't need to be deified, they just need to be standard. So you can start pumping some resources into them. Which, to be fair, I reckon Vulcan does alright in Star Expedition, doesn't he? He's not going to be as good as a Natalie or an Aspen, but an A Vulcan is going to do better than a B plus Natalie, so yeah. Full Splendid Crown team. That's for Renville and Ben. That's what they both want to do. Yeah. Well, Galaxy, I don't have an issue for it. I think that having too much energy feed's far better than not having enough, right? Virtually every account I go on has no energy feed. And people just ignore it. And that's fine. Whatever floats their boat. But yeah, for me, it's always a bit silly. You haven't pushed far in Star Expedition. You don't have to push far. It's just one of those things. It's like, you might not be pushing far in it now, but in 6 months, if you decide that you want to, it's so much better to have 2 splendid scissors sitting there rather than not. And you can still use scissors in other game modes, right? Will of Winters is more of a investment because you have to have the origin artifacts. But again, Will of Winters you're just going to need at some point. I think artifacts, probably more than anything else, are some of the safer investments at this point, because you look at Will of Winters and you think, well, how are they going to be made redundant? The reality is they're probably not going to be made redundant by anything. But say that to people with 6 splendid crowns, though, eh? It looks like MK's account. Yeah. Sam, right, that's definitely not true. If you've got an A-, if you've got a Giant Killer Defier, anyone, they're going to do better than an Natalie. Not anyone. Like DTV. Yeah. No, I don't think anyone regrets their wows. I've got 2, but I think here's the, and to be fair, Galaxy, because you're a spender as well, I feel like if you're free to play, it's such a commitment because they're not useful until you've got them splendid. So I see why if you're a free to play player, you might not want to do Will of Winters unless you're managed to get to end game and you've got everything else, right? But for you, you should be looking at them. 12 splendid crowns. Nice. Yeah, but all the old accounts seem to have splendid crowns because I fully understand that was the meta back in the day. But they're obviously not relevant really now, are they? So, yeah. Hey, yeah, how are you? Crown plus Punisher. Yeah. That's crazy. Right. So yeah, to be fair, listen, man, there's not a lot to say about yours. You've got all your reso gear. That's annoyed me. Right. Why have we got a 4-star stone? You're thinking of getting an A tier to get Wukong at Destiny. Why would that? you're thinking of getting A tier to get Wukong at Destiny. Why'd that impact you getting Wukong to Destiny? Dust. Yeah, man, dust. On my main account, I am tempted, / I probably am going to regress all my heroes and build them back up so they've got a 3-star soul stone other than the main damage dealers, because they don't need to have a 6-star one, and I've got 0 dust. So when I go to build up Maria, I'm gonna have nothing. So yeah, I think that might be the case. Yeah, Ren, that's why I was saying I don't, because Wukong, his DT skills are. I was about to look at the cores, Galaxy. Don't you worry. Wukong's like Betty, right? You want him because you at least want to get him T5. His stuff like Fragile, etc., and his stuns, etc., don't get better when he's DT'd. He's like Queen. I mean, I know you've done Queen, that's fine. Queen's really good to make Destiny because she obviously becomes tankier, but she's always a low priority as well. I don't know who you'd make next. Am I missing someone? So you've got Vulcan, Natalie, Melissa, Queen, Madeline. To be fair, and you've got Holmes Young. Ren, who would you suggest next? Yeah, who would you suggest to be his next Transcendence hero? Is this... Because I'm looking at it thinking, well, normally when I look at accounts like this, and they're slightly older, there's normally a hero you don't want. Arctis. Yeah, but I think he wants to get himself an A Vulcan, so there'll be no point getting an Alakita or an RFW because he's not going to get them A as well. So I'm looking down the lines and thinking, actually, is it going to be an Arania or someone like that, especially because he hasn't got any Will of Winters? Yeah. Yeah, Galaxy, what's your thought process? Are you just going to try and take this account as far as possible through like campaign? Is that your next step? Or do you like doing PvP? Bing bong. I get out of here with that suggestion right now. We are not building a trans hero for a tenant. That is not what we do. Not here, not ever. It's terrible. Shame on you, Bing bong. 3155-RG. Trashka, how you doing, man? Lucky, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, yeah, but he's got Natalie because Natalie's amazing. We don't mind building Natalie as a tenant because she's incredible. Void campaign. Oh, Vulcan's fine, isn't he? And you haven't got... So guys, those at the later stage of the game, would it make sense to... Or is it just not worth having Arania and Holmes Young? I suppose if their attack's nerfed to nothing, having Arania as well doesn't particularly make a massive difference. But I don't know who else you'd pick. Yeah, I don't know who else you'd pick. Because what's your lineup normally going to be? Queen, Madeline, Melissa, Natalie, Holmes, Young, Vulcan. Maybe take out Madeline against Valkyrie waves because you don't want the C's. Oh, yeah, and you've got Wukong. It's a nice team. Yeah, I think Arania. But as in, so yeah, you could DT, so you could Destiny Wukong. The thing is with Arania, she's like Holmes Young, right? So she needs to be Nirvana to be really useful. This is whether or not you want to invest that much into her. Alakita would be good, but the issue with Alakita is I would have thought an A- A Vulcan that's Giant Killer Defier is going to do more damage than a B+ Alakita in PvP. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but bear in mind that's the route he's going down. Will's not onto anything. I can't see Will saying anything. What was Will said? Am I going crazy? Oh, you'll be testing DTV and Oscar after Star Edition. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. To be fair, valid. Galaxy. hold fire on the next one. Will is a particular fan of Oscar. To be fair, so is Rake. In fact, all the endgame players seem to absolutely love Oscar. Maybe that is a route to go down. And that's nice, because I suppose the thing I don't mind about Oscar is that he's nowhere near as damaging as some of the other CC heroes, but it's just RNG, isn't it? And I hate RNG, I really do. I don't like having to leave my computer on all night. I haven't done it on my main account, but that's something I could probably do. Yeah. So yeah, Galaxy, maybe we wait and see. We'll see what Will does. After Star Expedition, we'll see where Will's at. But your primary focus now is get yourself an A Vulcan, and if you're not bothered with Star Expedition, maybe don't worry about Scissors. But I'd certainly look at Will of Winters. But bear in mind, with Will of Winters, they have to be deified, they have to be splendid to be useful. So if you're going down a Will of Winter route, it's expensive, and you don't just have one, you have 2 or 3 and up to 5. But yeah. Oh, Will, don't. I'm so gutted, man. I was desperate to have the A copy of Maria today, but I couldn't find one that was reasonable priced. And so I decided, rather than being stupid and wasting 5,000 starry gems over what I could spend, I'm hanging fire. Because some of the prices are just a little bit silly. I don't want to spend 20k when I think I can do it for 15, 16. I'm trying to be a big boy about it. I'll try and be a big boy. Galaxy, thank you so much, man, for letting me check out your account. I do appreciate you. Let's check out, because next up we're going to Trushka. Trushka is fast approaching level 130. In fact, he's basically nearly there. Yeah, I know it's unconfirmed, Will, but how do we confirm it without absolute big brain chads like me confirming it? I'm joking. I just really like the look of her, and so I think we can make it work. I'll look at Trushka. Trushka, what an absolute stud changing your password for me. I think it was... No, it's definitely Jordan. Jordan done that during the VHL. He made his password really straightforward for me. I was like, thanks, bud. Also... a second, right, where is it? Nice. Accidentally pulled out 6 of the wrong cores. I've never done that. I'm very surprised I've never done that. I'm not going to lie to you. I've nearly done that several times. I feel bad for you. Yeah, Paco, shut up. Oh, you sent me your... Let's have a look at it, Ren. To be fair, and how much did you pay for yours? 17. That's a nice one. I like that. 6k attack, pre-rolled. I don't know if you rolled it or it was pre-rolled. 17k. Yeah, but see, if I could see one for 17k that was pre-rolled with 6k attack, I would have that too. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. The ones I could find were under 5k attack that were pre-rolled, or they were like 16, 17k not rolled. And so I was like, oh, I just don't want to risk it, because I'd hate to overspend on something and then hammer it, not get it, and then we all realise the hero's crap anyway. Listen, 2.7 SP cap. So someone called Face, I don't know if you guys know Face, very nice guy, very, very nice guy, as well as the others in the Discord, were explaining to me about Soul Power. Still haven't figured out the cap side of it yet. From my account's point of view, regardless what the Soul Power cap is, because I've never started it, I've got like 100 Soul Power. I'll tell you what, Ren, Face, such a nice guy. Like, he's got a really amazing account. He messaged me 2 months ago and said if I needed help with anything, he was there, and da 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 da. So I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. And then the other day I asked about Soul Power in the Discord, and he said he was making some dinner. He'll come back to me afterwards. And mate, when I say he listed stuff out point by point with references like videos from Rake and stuff on the article, like proper set out, really, really cool guy. And he's been watching my free to play series because he comments on that. So yeah, I have a lot of time for Face, and he's got a brilliant account, like a really nice account. So yeah, solid guy. But he was telling me about it. But it's really difficult. I've got like 100. Yeah, absolute dub. I obviously need more. So the soul power cap, I am not too worried about right now because my account doesn't matter too much with it. Let's check out you dirty cop man, Trush. We're on Trushka's account. He is 129, very close to 130. We have a V4 Wukong. We have an E5 Betty. I don't mind this because you could strip... Actually, do you know why? You could strip the Wukong down, build the Betty up, complete Void Vortex, which I love this. Fully regress the Betty, build up the Wukong, and you're good to go, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at here, and I'm saying, actually, it's fine. Yeah, but he's getting the Grimoire, so that's why. Free to play, yeah, free to play. So he's setting up the Grimoire. This, to be fair, Trush, Trush messaged me and he said that he wanted me to look at it and it would be like a good comparison for my account. And what he's done here is exactly what I want to get to. I want to have my Wukong, I want to have my Betty, I want to have Oberon, Ignatia, Holmes Young, all set up ready to do Void Vortex day one. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he's got this much food, I will say that, but B plus A. Yeah, but Ren, I understand. Sorry, just to clarify, I understand the caps. I'm more like, for instance, you said that she has a 2.7k cap. Is it random or is it based off of her already had base stats? So I don't know, because I've heard some people when they've sent copies into like as screenshots and they've said, "Oh, this is a great copy and it's got 4.5k soul power cap," and so they're like, "Oh, well, that's amazing." And I feel too stupid to say what dictates that. Those are the ranges. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it a completely random range? So say you had a really low stat A minus or a really high stat A minus. Could those ranges between 2 and 3k exist for both of them? So therefore, is it always good to get a really good A minus copy in the hope that you get a high soul power cap as well, or does it not matter? Right. So for instance, could you take a really rubbish A minus tier, max its soul power cap, and get it to basically the same as a really high A minus tier that's maxed soul power? Is that the idea, that they can kind of be the same? I'll talk about soul power another time to total stats. Okay. Because we're on trash. I've got to look at trash. I feel bad. Do you know what I also really like, Truss? I like the fact... Okay. Will, you have to send me that. Send me that calculation. You've got a B Wukong. It's a nice B Wukong. Skill damage as well. B minus Betty. With control immunity offset. Nice. B minus, because I was worried a little bit about the awakens. On my account, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, am I going to get good or bad ones?" Yeah, you dirty dog. Do you know what? I had a suspicion because I was thinking to myself, "Is this what I'm going to do?" And then trade them out as and when I need, as and when I can. Thanks, Red. But yeah, no. So this is Trush's account. 129 set up perfectly for Void Vortex. Hopefully, when the new expansion comes out, this is still valid. That's my other main concern, is that something changes. For instance, and I don't think it will be the case, who knows, it might be that an Ignatia isn't enough and that they change something up so that you need to have a D3 damage dealer. Possibly. Which would suck. But if anything, you'd still want to complete as much of Void Vortex as possible, right? Because you are low on Stella. Oh, no, you're not. Why have you got... Right. I'm gonna. Oh no, does make sense because you're gonna need 6 million for Wukong to make him T5. You're gonna need 6 million for your second hero. In fact, you're gonna need 11 million for second hero. No, you're actually really good, and you can nearly build a third one. Okay, you're fine. So what are you rocking at the moment? 14 to 30, a 1 to 2, and you've got loads of spheres. Nice. You're fine. You're fine. That's a good ratio to have. Have you Starry Gem gifted? And I'm asking that because I'm surprised at how much stuff you've got. No, so this is full on legit. I'm surprised at how much void material you've got. That's my main surprise. You've got the right amount of potatoes. Bit low on. Why are you low on P1? No, because he's got 2 Transcendence heroes and he can build a third nearly. And he's got the spheres to do it. So I like to go 11 to 1 as a ratio. So just over 2 to 1 as a ratio when you've got T5 heroes. Because that's all you need to do. So he's fine. Like he can T5 3 heroes. And he'll be able to do more because he's got the Transcending Spheres. He hasn't got twitchy fingered. He's left him as Transcending Spheres, which is really nice. Because it means as and when he needs to dip in, he can do. You've got plenty of Spiritual Essence. You've got plenty of subs. And you have chests for subs. You start in December. Yeah, that's nice. If you started, I think the best time to have started a brand new account, which no one could have known about, would have probably been October. Because you had all the October, November, December, and the start of January events. The worst time to start would have been like end of January. Because it's been... No. Second week of January. It has been stinky since then. Like compared to what it was pre-Christmas, horrendous. Let's check cores. You've got Betty's core. Nice. We'll check our artifacts out in a second. Kiss a Ghost. Where did that come from? Was that a collab? You've got 3 Origin artifacts. Where have you got 3 Origin artifacts from? An interesting... Right, who have you got lingering? CNY was good. Okay, yeah, but this is free to play. I'm just talking about a new account. You picked up Origins. No, do you know what, Trashka? I like it. People say don't pick up artifacts from events, and I think the issue is that advice is correct, but it doesn't allow for any nuance or context. Right? You have to have a mix. But he's not a spender. This is free to play account, so that's why I'm surprised. I'm happy because it's a good yardstick for me to look at. 4.5 million attack. I was going to say, where are you in Void campaign? Well, you're nowhere in Void campaign. What trust? How many accounts do you have? I didn't look. And you've got 400 bag space. That's wild. Wild. Fantasy Arcade. Oh, you're only 30 away, dude. You can get another one. Level 20. Absolute Chad. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's one of those, right? I don't like knowing too much before I jump on them because I find it boring. And I think it becomes almost Oh, there's nothing to look at, is there? It becomes almost scripted. I like jumping in and seeing it kind of raw. Though sometimes I do feel like I'm then asking silly questions. But see, yeah, you've gone for the you've gone for the Starspawn mage. You've gone for the mage over the whale. How are you at 110? Void Corruption 110. Has there even been 110 days? I had no idea that I suppose Wukong and Betty, is that what they were doing? Wukong and Betty together can just lock down Realmsgate that easily. Well, Vago, I am behind because my account's 3 weeks old. I honestly, and Trush, I'm so happy you sent this through, right? Because you said to me, I don't want to read that mail, just in case. You said to me, use this as a yardstick. 100%. Oh, Ren, I know. I was more joking. Do you know why? Do you know why this is horrendous? On my mini account, which I started in August, I'm on 80 because I always forget to do it. So it's more embarrassed that you got to 110. There you go. There is no way that if I was you, I'd use this as a yardstick because this is your first time playing the game. If you use like this or Finley's account or anyone's like that as a yardstick, you're going to be hard on yourself. It's why on my free-to-play account, I've been taking it slow. Like I said in like the second episode, I could push well further than I at that current point. But it's not realistic for the type of people that are going to watch the videos. Don't get too beat up by looking at accounts like this one here, where he's done an amazing job. It's fantastic. It's not realistic for you necessarily. It's not that you can't do it, but I am surprised at how well this is and how good this looks as a free-to-play account. I really am. Nice. It's even got the correct artifacts. Yeah, and I will say this right here, right now. Fantasy Arcade sucks. If you're a free-to-play player and that is your only way of playing the game, and if you don't do Fantasy Arcade, I think you're shooting yourself in the foot massively. I can't believe... So I've got 1,500 of these chests. That's 3.75 million of one of these artifacts, and it gives you gold and spirit and promo stones at the start when you need it. It gives you the artifacts, it gives you cores, it gives you all the stuff that you need to really push forward. Gems, massive amount of gems. So that's underrated. Definitely is doing Fantasy Arcade. I mean, I hate it, but I get it. 9k. Where have you got these from? Oh, Glory Challenge. What? Am I going crazy? Ah, right, okay. I didn't know that was there. So you're going to get loads. So you are set up. You've got one in every faction. You're going to regress. Shadow. Dark. Yeah. Just spot on. Spot on, man. 20 and everything. I like it. Yeah, Arctis, I forget. That was my issue. I was idle mastering my mini account and just kept on forgetting to up it. So that's why that has done terribly. Memo, how you doing, man? Yeah, Shakiri. Same. I mean, it's one of those things, right? Playing optimally is mainly about not being twitchy fingered. So, for instance, anyone can do what Trush has done, but it takes like 4 months of commitment, 4 or 5 months of commitment and doing the right thing. And that's unfortunately is what people aren't always able to do. And knowing what is the right and wrong thing to do, obviously. Wait, Trush, how did you... we're not talking about your... Yeah, okay. I was getting it confused with someone with the other... Yeah. So you got to floor 7. So how did you get 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50 on the refund? So you went quite heavy, didn't you? Yeah. Nice. Oh, thanks, Memo. Yeah. Well, the thing is, right? The Discord guides, regardless of what Discord you're looking at, they're a framework. They aren't set in stone. This is what you have to do to be successful. The great thing is, if you're running a free-to-play account as your second account, you know the things that you can ignore and the things that you can take like religiously seriously. But you know, I will be quite amazed sometimes when I see people post their accounts like the hero bag, and they'll say they've been playing for 2 months. I can't see what they've been doing. Account level 129, so this is going to be 4 to 5 months old, depending how often Trush has been making sure he's been collecting his XP. 5 months. 5 months old. And you did get some good events. But then I've got anniversary coming up on my account, I suppose. An anniversary will be a big one. And we haven't had Merry Carnival in ages. So I'm looking forward to the next Merry Carnival event. I don't know when that will be. But no, Trush, it's honestly, I even like that you've done exactly what whose account was it? Was it Mark? Mark had pre-built a queen, and obviously we talk about not pre-building trans heroes, but you need E5, so it makes sense therefore to pre-build a queen because you're going to build her next. Samurai, shh, it's not, because you get 2,000 scrolls. Boke, you don't have to donate when you're late. You're fine. Thanks, dude. I didn't put your name on the board. I forgot to put your name on the board. Bokwin, for Friday, I'll put your name up on the board. Sorry, I apologise. Right, I need to send my wife the name. I forget. Very nice to see Boke. We always appreciate it. Bokwin. There you go. Bokwin. Anniversary isn't overrated. I think for a spender it's probably a bit overrated because it's almost the same as a normal event. If you're free to play or an early player, the stuff that you get from codes throughout the month, like last year's, is insane. From my main account, I could not care less about getting a few selection chests. 2k scrolls is nice, but obviously I'm going to get the scrolls. And etc. But I think starting a new account during anniversary is peak. I think that's the obvious time to start it. So Vago, look at Trush's account, right? What I would suggest to you is this. When you look at your account, don't look at it as getting stuff in an order. Look at it as you need to get certain things ready by the time you hit 130. So should you pick core chests or sublimation chests now, it doesn't matter. As long as you know by level 130 that you have your Betty core, which is 2 core chests, as long as you have that, you're fine. If you want to get it now, get it now. You can't use the cores and you can't use the subs until you hit 130 anyway. So it doesn't matter. But you want to get to 180,000 of each of the 4 sublimations. You want to get yourself 2 of the core chests so you can make 1 core for Betty. And you want to make sure... I mean, Trush has obviously picked Spiritual Essence from chests, which is not recommended to do. I recommend to do it because I want to be able to do that T5 Glory Challenge as soon as possible. So I want to see... I think it is 600 and something you need to start. And then 180, 180, 180, 180, and a core chest. That way you can do the Glory Challenge, and you've got plenty of soul symbols. You can do the Glory Challenge the second you hit 130. If you've set your account up with the correct heroes, you can do Void Vortex as soon as you hit 130. So therefore you've got 2 things then that you never have to do on your account again. You regress the heroes, and then you start fresh. And then you have your Wukong Queen and whoever else is going to be your 3rd hero. So yeah, this is perfect, Trush. Honestly, this is perfect. This is very similar to Mark's account, but Mark was a spender. But I have a feeling that this is very similar to Mark's account. Very similar. But it was Mark's first time playing, and his was still set up. Fantastic. So yeah, Trush, well done, bro. What do you think? After Glory Challenge, Wukong, TB both at T5, or should I swap TBB for RFW? So what I'd suggest that you do is we wait until we see what the expansion is of Void Vortex. If you can complete Void Vortex with the team that you've got, including Betty, complete Void Vortex, get rid of Betty. Then you'd have Wukong, Queen, and whoever your main damage dealer is going to be. You'd be running Wukong probably with Dragon Rui. You do have Dragon Rui, don't you? I haven't made that up. I swear I saw you. Do you not have Dragon Rui? Did I make that up? I don't have Dragon Rui. So you need to... You're preparing for it. Yes, you need to get that. Ah, is that why you had the Grimoires? That makes more sense now. I was wondering why you had the exotic Grimoires. So you got 3 of them there. So you're going to get... You need another one. But to be fair, bear in mind, you can complete Void Vortex with the glittery Dragon Rui. And that's fine. As long as you've got an Ignis, which you have. So yeah, you're one more Origin Artifact away. You're one more Origin Artifact away. And that would be my next one, to be fair. Oh, you've got it. Wait. 3, you've got them. So you need 4 Rui Scepters, right? No, so you haven't got any chests. I imagine you've got a chunk of relics, right? Oh, you're gonna need 400. So you can buy one that you've got 400 to. So you need another 3 Rui Scepters. Then you're there. Yeah, but it's interesting, Trush, right? It's interesting. Let me explain why. If you look at your account and how much Stellar, etc. you've got, you could have potentially. It doesn't matter. But this is why I think, especially if you're playing this free to play, bear in mind you haven't minded picking up Origin Artifacts. Every single free to play account ends up having an insane amount of overage of Stellar and COT, because the bottleneck is DT mats and stuff like that, right? It's not food, it's not Stellar, it's not COT. So I feel like you could get some mileage from picking up some Rui Scepters, but that's just my opinion. Yes, that's it. Where it doesn't impact how far you can go down, that's exactly correct. That's what I would do. Obviously, in like this event, if you'd done that, it would stop you getting like the Grim pick. That's not what we want to do. But yeah, what you've said there, I do completely agree with you. That's what we're doing on my account. On the events that I can only get 20 event currency, I'm going to get artifacts because that's the easiest place to get them, right? Shakiri, I've done a video on it. I've done a whole video on it. The artifact guide, I released it last week. You can go and check the video out. There is a pathing. Well, I said it's not a pathing because it's not true. It's not a pathing, right? It's that you have to have a lingering melody. You have to have energy feeds. You have to have a Rui Scepter. And you have to have... Well, you don't have to have... Yeah, Breath of Forest. What order you get them in doesn't hugely matter. Lingering melody first, to be fair. But then it's just up to you, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I say. But I'll check the video out. You mean from the points, how to best manage, not the artifacts? Oh no. So okay, I think I know what you're saying, Shakiri. I'm not 100%. So what we're saying is here, right? You always lose out on a discounted route by picking an artifact. If you end up picking a mysterious artifact here, because you don't need Stellar, it's not just that you're picking a mysterious artifact over Stellar, you're also costing yourself another floor at the end. So, for instance, in Trushka's case, he wanted this Grimoire material, but you also picked an Origin artifact, didn't you? Did you not get the refund? You did get the refund. What am I miscalculating then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I'm just being an idiot. So if he'd have picked the artifact too early, it means he can't get the Grimoire material. So what we were saying there is if you're not really going in on an event in terms of contract, Starry Gems, or anything like that, you could end up picking 2 artifacts here. So if you've got 20 event currency, it's not really costing you anything. Or you could turn around and pick 1 mysterious artifact, 1 void material, 1 origin material. Then it's only costing you a discounted route of Stellar or Cot, which again, as a free-to-play player, I mean, this is how much Trust has managed to pick up as a free-to-play player before level 130, right? So he's going to have 14 million Cot, and he's going to have 30 million Stellar, and he's got 24 Transcending Spheres sitting there. Like, he's never going to be able to use all this in keeping with how many subs and DT materials he's got. That's not a dig at Trush at all. It's just that's kind of what happens with free-to-play players. If you play really optimally and really well, you end up with so much of this stuff that you can't even spend it. Like, you can't. So yeah, artifacts are something that I think that should be looked at more. Yeah, artifacts that are sub. That's it. Trust. That's exactly right. Yeah, but it's difficult, right? I want to do that on my free-to-play account. I will do that, but it's really hard because people don't understand context. So we're having this conversation and we know why. Trying to explain that is hard. And so what you end up getting people to do is say, oh, well, you told me to pick artifacts. And it's like, no, I didn't. Not exactly. I mean, I'd never want to miss out on round 3 discounted, to be fair. So I'd always want to go mysterious artifacts, wood material, and origin material. Because subs is going to be a blocking point for you at some point. Carry's fine, bro. Yeah, carry's fine. Level her up. Don't need to push for carry. I have never used carry on any of my accounts. So I understand why people use her, but she's not necessary to use. But if you've picked one up free, use her. She can be really useful. I know people use her in stuff like Sealand. You can use her in Tower of Oblivion early on. Things like that. PvP, obviously, she's strong. Andre. Oh, sorry, dude. Listen, I've got to go on Souls, and I've got something else. So we're only on for 2 hours tonight, so I've got another 25 minutes. So I can't do it tonight. Re-message me. Did you message me? What's your name on Discord? Re-message me. And we'll do it Friday for you. We'll jump on Friday. Ramalika. Vago. That's so interesting. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know why you wouldn't. I wouldn't go for Ignis. Am I being stupid? I am. I wouldn't go for Ignis because you get copies of her anyway. Drake for me is the obvious one. I in fact don't know who else you'd go for unless you go for Williams. That makes sense, to be fair. And you get the puppets. I've bought puppets loads of times. I have enough on my account to get one, and I'll end up getting a Drake. But then it's so interesting. These soul stones, I've got like 150,000 on my main because they need to update the store, right? Yeah, so we're going on yours. Yeah. Yeah, so Vago, yeah, I'd go for Drake. But Trushka, sorry, we'll finish off with Trushka. What are we like on event resources? I always like to look at so you've used all your scrolls, but that's fine. Can you upgrade? Have you done your Grimoire yet? Oh, you can. I didn't know if you could do it before 130 or not. I didn't know if it was literally just the one at the E5 cap. Nice, 75. So that's wild. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I didn't. You've got so far. I'd be. Do you know what, man? If I got this far, I'd be well chuffed. I'd be so happy if I got to this far at 130. free to play. I think it's so. I'm surprised you've managed to get so much food. You used all your Dawn plan chest for food, didn't you? Do you know what I like? You've even left the light and dark shards for Heroic Miracle. Though I doubt you needed that help, to be fair. Oh, and you've probably got no food. I just realised that you got 75 heroes, including some 1 and 2 stars. Nicholas, it'll be Williams. I think that's the conclusion. But then I'd also turn around and say Vulcan's better for PvP. So if you went for Vulcan, you could have a really good hero for Void campaign and PvP, and then still have your Aspen as your boss damage dealer. If you go for Williams, he's like pretty much just good for Void campaign. I used them for Betty's core. Interesting. Well, Truss, listen, man, I thank you so much for letting me on your account. It's fascinating. This is definitely yeah. Yeah. I would definitely look at this and think to myself, well, this is what I want to. That is what I want to get to. 100%. It's really impressive, man. Really impressive. Thank you so much for letting me use it and look at it. What we'll do is I'll quickly log on to mine, and then we'll look. So you can log on to yours, and then we'll log on to Souls and have a look. Right. Soul, my man. Let's go on to yours. Where are you, Soul? There you are. So, is it your normal account? Can you do us a favour? Can you... Oh, you pinned it. Of course you pinned it, because you're the smart person. Okay, we'll log straight onto yours and have a little look-see. Ben, how you doing, man? I know, we're trying it out, and do you know what? I have to say, it's worked. It's worked. So I'm happy to keep on doing it, to be fair. Friday and Monday, there'll be more. I'm only doing a 2-hour stream tonight, but I will be doing a lot more planning for the next one, because I didn't know how it was going to work. The last time I'd done a midweek stream on Idle Heroes, it didn't do very well. So, yeah, but I'm much happy with how this has gone. Right, so I'm looking at an EOS, a T5 S tier EOS. I love the 5 carries. Okay, so super quick Natalie, Giant Killer Defier. S tier Vulcan, of course. Oh, you sold your Holmes Young, man. You sold your Holmes Young. Awesome. How much did you get for your Holmes Young in the end? Filter by Awaken. Oh, God. Right. You dirty dog. 50k. Nice. Oh, bless you, Ben. I hope you're all right, man. Where's the EOS from? Is this following what Reiki Boy was saying the other day? Yeah, I saw the S tier Patricia. I wasn't going to say anything, Pac-Man. Listen, we all know she's fantastic at PvP. It's a shame that she sucks everywhere else. I've never noticed what she's wearing before. I've never looked at Patricia, to be fair. It's an interesting outfit. Asmo? Asmo? That's weird. Why have you got an S tier Asmo? Like a beastly copy as well. What do you mean you bought for 12k at A plus and made S on ES? Is that the sole perfection thing? DJM was also cheap. Right. Oh, have I missed it up? That's how I wanted to do it. Oh. What am I missing? Oh, because it's not. That's what. So we do this every time. Every time I go on your account, I forget that it's not, because I get confused by the S tiers, and I assume that they're like 300 million attack, and they're not. So where was you? Have you just not pushed? Because I'm presuming you could push this wave, or is it an absolute pain? S tier Vesp. Dazzle immunity, stun immunity. I've never seen that skin. Old school skin, must be. Or is that an ace skin? Right. Oh, did you say he's got a Betty? Easy. Yeah, well, I presume. So, did you say we can try and re-roll your Maria? Where's Maria? Where is Maria? Am I going blind? Is this not the account with Maria? Am I just being incredibly stupid right now? Oh, right. I am being incredibly stupid. Oh. No, that's cool. Listen, we won't do that. We won't rebuild her. Oh, cool. This is a solid. How much was this copy out of interest? 30 hammers. So, we're going for Giant Killer Defier. The only issue is, Soul, you're going to have to tell me if you want me to keep. So, for instance, do we want to keep that because it's control precision? Yeah. So this might be the only problem. Is why I don't like doing like hammers, is because I'm not sure what you'd consider to be better. For instance, I'd consider that to be better, but then there's also damage reduction on that side. Oh, what do you got? Oh, bless you. Yeah, so, but what's it? So we'll keep that. To be fair, Soul, actually, your account is kind of perfect, because we were saying the issue with Ben's account is that the Maria would be a B plus, which was a problem because compared to his other heroes, it wasn't going to be as good. If you got a GKD on your account and built it up to be whatever, that's a really good like yardstick. Do you know what I mean? So that would be really good. That'd be fun to test out. Interesting. We'll have to see if we can get a roll on it. And then we'll have to do some testing. This was my worry. I mean, to be fair, you only had 30 hammers. This was my worries that I'd go through like 150 hammers and not get it. That's definitely better. Okay. That's actually not a bad stone. But it'd only be good, obviously, if that was a B+, that'd be cracking. Come on. We can do it. Yeah, you do. You do desperately. Two more. We haven't seen one giant killer. Oh. I mean, that makes sense to keep that, right? Am I right in saying that the giant killer over that is going to be better, even though that's got control precision, right? Giant killer's the one. Defier, I know, can be iffy. Yeah. Galaxy, stop it, you. That'd be interesting, Soul. Yeah, so once you get... Because I said, if I can find a Maria, I want one for the account because I think Maria's going to be really good. I'll be interesting to see her. But yeah, if you obviously manage to get yours built, fantastic. We could obviously, if you don't mind, obviously we could go on and go crazy. I like the Star Soul, Star Spawns. What's that one? Armor break crit damage. Nice. I feel like it's a bit redundant, the armor break part to that. 140. Nice. I suppose this makes sense because what's the Grim like on this? 150, 49. It's a really old account, isn't it? Why is the train funny? Oh, it's just not very big, is it? Did this account sit dormant or something for a long time? Is that why it's level 410 Soul? Because I find it bizarre. Yeah, but Galaxy, obviously, because that's how it's got all the S tiers you don't up. But I don't get how it hasn't progressed past this point. It was sleeping 3 years till 4 months ago, yeah. So a lot of the spending would have been done back when that didn't get you loads and loads and loads. And now obviously more's being spent. But it's actually progressing. This account's going to be sick. And it would be a good account to test Maria on. Because she'll be in keeping with everyone else. She'll be a giant killer Defier. Yeah, but it's 410. So even though it lay dormant for a while... No, so don't do that. Please don't do it just for me. Do it if you were going to do it. Don't push it for that. The reason I say that is because I desperately want one for my account. And I've already got the cores. I haven't pulled them out of the chests, but I've got the 8 core chests. What I'd hate is for you to do that for my benefit, and then a Maria pops up during the week that I snap up. So only do it if you want to do it for you. Obviously, if I can't find one, love to use yours. But yeah, no, I appreciate you, man, so much. You're awesome. But yeah, because I still think this is going to be a good account to test on. Similar to my account. It's not miles away from my account, is it? So it'll be, I mean, it is because you've got S tiers. What I mean more like hero wise than anything. That's so cool. But there's not a lot else to double check, really, is there? Have interest. Nice. This is beautiful. This gets my seal of approval, man. This is what it should look like. Is that perfectly symmetrical as well? It is. With that being the only exception, but I can deal with that. Nice. You've even got the... This is what we should be aiming for, gang. But yeah, so, as always, man, you're the best. Let me just quickly take the screen off and I'll switch it up. Let's see who that is. Oh, thank you, Ren, for sending that through, bud. Thank you, mate. I'll read that properly in a minute. I'll read that properly when I can sit down and look at it, because hopefully it'll make more sense. I appreciate it. Because the thought process with me, in my mind, is, does it matter therefore? Well, I'll find out because I'm going to read what you said. And I'll actually quite happily make a little video on that, because I think it's important to figure out, because I always thought, and Will laughed at me when I said this, right, that it made sense to get like an A- with a high attack and a really bad speed and HP over like a bad A tier, which is why I think the A tiers and the high attack shit copies of A minuses tend to run about the same price, because people like me think that. And then I was explained that that's not a good thing to do because of the soul power cap, etc. So yeah, I will check Discord right quick. So what you got? Holy shit! Where's that from? 550 million attack Asmodel. That's fine. I get the Asmo like. I do. And I also think that free-to-play players should look at Asmodel more because of how cheap he is, right? You can go, because as we all know, and I say this in every stream, multiple times sometimes, the biggest single thing that you can get for your account is an A or an A minus or an A copy. Well, Asmodel, it doesn't even matter about the attack. I don't think it particularly matters about the attack, right? No, hold on. Let's just do buyout price. What's he got? That's a Giant Killer Defier copy. And this is going to go for like 2.5k for an A minus. So is he? And that's, oh. I'm so tempted. I don't need it. That's so good. You think, so Will thinks that ATD fell off hard now that we have the CC and nuke strat. Reckon B tier of the others are stronger now. Okay, fair enough. I've seen people do some good stuff in Void campaign with Asmo, but I get what you're saying. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Paco. The only reason I do that is like as an investment. But hey, Bugrin, I don't think he hates him. I don't think he hates him. I am very excited for. Okay, fine. Right, everyone's. I've got to put my password in. Because I think that it's not gonna. That's a great price, right? Am I crazy for saying that? I'm not gonna bid any higher. But just in case I get it, it's worth it. It's worth the tickle. Yeah. So we've made a bid. I think a 6,000 God Giant Killer Defier Asmodel is worth 2,000. Definitely. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. We're not going to cry about it. Yeah, Brian, I am so looking forward to Star Expedition. Do you know what I loved about it last time? I even just like talking to everyone in. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? Oh, it's all right. We're still in prep phase. I haven't done the Guild War. I have. I've put my team in there. It was just like on the Discord. Everyone talking on the Discord. And I just really enjoyed that. Oh, Ben, do you want to join my guild? Sorry. Ben, would you like to join our guild? Not your main account. Maybe one of the meme or even the free-to-play one. With your B+ Aspen. I don't even know how many spaces do we have in the guild. We've got 5 spaces. I haven't pushed it. I haven't tried to recruit anyone. Yes, so of course you can. There you go. So we've got some far bigger hitters this time than we had last time. We've got Fury, Jordan. What's Ruby's account looking like? He's only account level 127, but he's a baby whale. So his account's going to end up being silly. Yay! Thanks, Ben. Arctis, join. Join. Oh, nice. So, yeah. Well, Ben, why don't you join now if it's dying? We've got Star Expedition starts tomorrow. So, you know, it's fun. Who's gonna listen? We've had other people have said that. I thought Pavel said he was going to get chased down and he didn't. Panda's given up. Panda's working. Pavel said he was going to get chased down by his guild. SK's got a nice account. Matty's newer. Is that Parasite? Is that Parasite? Dusk. Don't know, Mittens. Lucky's got a nice account. Mark's getting there. Fury's got a nice account. Really nice account. Twins. No worries, Arctis. That's okay, Brian. Maybe next time. No, Caradel, I didn't skip past. I saw yours. It's fine. We're all friends. We're all friends. To be fair, as long as we have people that clear the islands, I'm not too fussed. I hope so, Lucky. I hope so. I mean, you were beating me last time. I am taking this more seriously because I've even, at the start of the stream, I'm making Olivia quicker. I've even got her in a home and I've got her tenants. So, yeah. Well, you say that. I mean, we finished just outside top 100 last time, right? So I don't see why... I don't know who I'm looking at. That one. SS1, I don't know who that is. Shakiri. Listen, Shakiri, you can join. Bear in mind, right? What's going to happen is next Star Expedition, we're going to open up the second guild that Excalibur, where is he? Has. So your team might get put in the second guild, but it's still all good. What's he looking like? Well, he's not in a house right now. Is he in a house? He is in a house. I should build up Elena. 143. I've also got purple infusion stones. So, bear that in mind. No you won't. What's your DGN rocking? Well, I've got the ability to put some on. I just haven't yet. Yeah, let's just hope that everyone in the guild knows about Island 8 next time. Because that would be terrible if not. 180. Do you reckon though? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, cool, Shakiri. That's cool, man. Listen, we're fine. We're not. As long as everyone does their fights. So, Shakiri, are you part of the Discord? What's your name on Discord? Because we'll give you the guild member thing, and you can join our chat because we talk about it on there. And so I have to add you to it as well. Yeah. Versus Soul and versus Randy. Where is? Well, I haven't done my team. I haven't done the team up. That'll work. I don't know what everyone's rocking. That's fine. This is fine. Let's try it. I presume I should beat Soul. I just because of the power level. Because what was your Vulcan? 80 something million. So I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if you beat it. But yeah, you'll be obviously good for us in Star Expedition. Yeah, that's fine, Shakiri. Argent. Paco, can you add whilst you're there? Look at what Shakiri's just done. Shakiri's Argent in Discord. Can you put him and Soul as guild members, please? If you wouldn't mind. Caradel, see you later, dude. Who else were we gonna fight? Randy. Randy. Where's Randy? Oh, I hate this blooming menu so much. Rand. Let's give Randy a shot. Thanks, Paco. I appreciate you, man. Who did you just want it? Yeah, Basic's already done his active, though. I haven't got any speed order set up. Oh, no. Why has Wukong got a gilded fan on? That was set up for Aspen Dungeon, not for not for PvP fights. Oh, nah, I'm not having this. Yeah, you got lucky. You got lucky, Randy. We'll try again. I haven't set everyone up. I haven't, to be fair. But your Basilisk one hit my Madeline last time, which was devastating. Okay, we're losing. We're losing horrendously. He dodged. Your Wukong dodged my Aspen. Gun Lampoon, don't you start on me. Brian, listen, you can do. What have we got? We've got 5 minutes. Go on, Brian, add me. You add me, and we'll fight it out. We'll duke it out, and then I'll fight. We'll fight Ben. Hey, Vago. Soul, I'll see you later, dude. Have a good one. Thank you for letting me use your account, dude. I appreciate you. I don't know how many people. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Who? Brian, which one are you? Where's? Oh yeah, we've got twins. Okay. Where's? Yeah. There you go, so you're already in. Pac-Man sent you, giving you it already. My alarm going off. It's blacklist time. Randy, no worries, but I appreciate you joining in tonight, bro. I do appreciate you. It's been a good stream. It's been good. So yeah, I'm happy. So I'm happy to do this next Monday as well as our normal Friday streams. Because the original idea was that this was going to be like an account review sessions on Mondays to keep Fridays cleaner. So I think that's what we'll end up doing. So it's good. Right, I presume Bride Dog, i.e. damage overdose. Damage, that's you, isn't it? Oh, you should be close. Who gets kicked? 5 days old. You're out of here, bro. 4 days old. You're out of here, bro. That's Koji. So Koji doesn't get kicked. Right. Oh, is that Paku? I thought you'd quit. And that has only just appeared. So that is Paku watching. I have to accept Paku. Because that oh, it wouldn't let me do it. Right, we'll fight. Let's do. We'll finish off with a fight. We'll do one against Ben and we'll do one against Brian. Let's see how this works. Oh, okay, Brian. Okay, I haven't even got TBB, so don't even start me with that. See how this goes. What I'm going to do, and I've said this for a long time now, when Star Expedition's over, I am going to strip back my Aspen, build up my Basilisk, and go for a proper PvP run in Interdimensional Arena and stuff like that, so I'll have a proper PvP team set up. But yeah, right now, we're sticking to what we've got. I mean, Aspen's a bit dookie for for PvP, and obviously haven't got the correct artifacts on. Yeah, he's close, but I think you... I thought you were going to have it there. You got it there. Right, let's try again. That was very close. Do you know what the issue is as well? Wukong definitely doesn't have energy because of the artifact he's got on. Like, he hasn't got the Dragon Rue, he's got the Gilded Fan. Fan of Love and Despair, whichever one it is. I get them confused all the time. Yeah, we are close. Paco, I will try, but stop asking. I will try your team. Oh, you stripped all my energy as well. Who stripped all my energy there? Surely not better. I mean, I literally just got it all wiped out. Nah, you're too good. You're too good for me, man. Right, let's try Ben. Let's try Ben's team and then we'll finish up with Paco. Then we'll see how it goes. But I'll do, on my event preview, I'll do an announcement for account reviews for like Monday. So that I can have it all set up. I can stop doing this thing where I say to people, oh yeah, I'll do, yeah, smash you, Ben. Where I just forget. No, I still want to see it. I still want to see the fight, Pac-Man. Brian, listen, we were close. We were close. It's one of those things, I think if you do it 100 times, you'd probably win 60, I'd win 40. So, but that's fine. I can deal with that. I think just even if I changed up Wukong to give him Dragon Rui, it would have changed, maybe, but it doesn't matter. We're all friends. It doesn't matter. I'm so used to losing. I'm so used to losing in these fights against you guys. Maria. I love Maria. Oh, do you know what? I'll be gutted if I don't get to get Maria. But I'm also incredibly happy knowing that Soul has got himself an A- that I know we can use. So, which is fantastic. Paco, where are you? Oh, you're there. Come on in, Pac-Man. What you got? Not a lot. Wind you up. We'll try again on slow. Norton Haig. It's a proper PvP team, isn't it? Where does Norton Haig come into it for Patricia? Yeah, but they have fixed. I don't think they've still fixed it with the treasures active though. I think the treasures still block it. I'm not 100%. Oh, I hadn't done it on this account. There we go. Awesome. Oh, sugar. Guys and girls, it's been a fantastic evening. I've enjoyed it. I was really worried about doing this tonight. I thought we'd get 10 people watching, but we didn't. We averaged about 40 tonight, which is fantastic. Bear in mind, we did no promotion for it, so I'm well happy. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Star Expedition starts tomorrow, so everyone in the guild, I'll be talking to you all vividly tomorrow. Renville, thank you for sending me that stuff through, man. I appreciate you for doing that. Anti-Hero Slate to be dark again, hoping it's DPS. We'll have to see. Are they going to do 2 DPS in a row? Maria and someone else. Who knows? But that's fantastic. Anyway, I'll catch up with everyone tomorrow. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Stay safe. VH out.